feel like you just turn it off.
All right, well, good afternoon, early evening, everybody. Welcome to the wedding of Matt and Michelle. All right. We're all here today for one very important reason: love. Not the dramatic movie montage kind of love, though there's some of that, but the real kind. The kind that starts young, takes a few wrong exits, gets stuck in traffic, and somehow still arrives exactly where it's supposed to be. Matt and Michelle first fell in love back in high school, back when life was simpler, and the biggest decisions were what to wear on a Friday night and who was driving. Over the years, they found their way back to each other more than once, sometimes close, sometimes far, always connected. While life kept doing what life does best, getting in the way. Careers, responsibilities, timing, all the usual suspects showed up. But love, stubborn as it is, refused to quit. And somewhere in all of that, God was quietly working behind the scenes, guiding them, nudging them, and reminding them that I lost my spot. That some stories aren't meant to be rushed; they're meant to be lived. Now, after all these years, all the almost and all the what ifs, they stand here together, older, wiser, and absolutely certain. Proof that when something is meant to be, it doesn't disappear; it just waits for the right moment. Marriage isn't about finding someone perfect, it's about finding someone who makes the imperfections easier and the good days even better. It's about choosing the same person over and over again, even when they steal the covers, forget where they put the keys, and insist they're not hungry and then eat half your food. Today's about commitment, partnership, and a love strong enough to laugh at itself and deep enough to last. Now at this time, Matt and Michelle are going to say their vow. Michelle, go first.
Here goes nothing. Here we are, finally doing the thing we dreamed about 25 years ago. Slow down. Take Mom.
I think I listened to her.
Standing together on the edge of forever. Maddie, I promise you the world. But maybe that's a bit much. So instead, I promise to share my snacks. Even the last bite. That's real love. I promise to keep growing with you, rooted in love, strengthened by faith, and guided by grace. I promise to try not to turn our house into a craft and Lego museum, and keep space in our home and in our life for both your passions and mine. I promise to keep exploring with you, to always say yes to our next adventure, and to remember to take pictures, mostly so that we can laugh at them later. I promise to keep laughing with you, through every adventure, every challenge, and every ordinary day in between. I promise to care for you, to lift you up, and to love you even on the days that feel heavy. I promise to always see the best in you, my partner, my teammate, my best friend. And I also promise to hold space in my heart and in my life for you, Mark, and Eric. To care for you, to celebrate you, and to love you. Without ever trying to replace any of the extraordinary women who have already come into your life. Most of all, I promise to love you completely, with faith in our hearts and laughter in our days for the rest of our lives. And if after all of this you still want to marry me, then I guess we really are doing this.
It's happening.
It's too late.
All right. So, if you told us at any point over the past 20 years that we would be standing here, I think neither of us would have believed it then. Let's be honest, life took us the long way, as it usually does, and we both had a hand in making it a little harder than it probably had to be, by our own self-design, but here we are, standing before our loved ones. So 30 years ago, I was walking down the hallways of Carroll, and I saw this beautiful girl with cute bangs, oversized Doc Martens, and the biggest smile and the brightest eyes. And when we locked eyes, I knew. It's one of the most crystallized moments in my mind. I will never forget seeing you for the first time, and just what I felt when I looked at you and when you looked at me. We found each other once during our college years when neither of us were very responsible, and it was probably not the best time to try to take it forward, but life had a way of bringing us back together again. And again, Life said it wasn't time. But after 20 years of hard life and good memories, and it's brought us back. And it's shown me that our connection has never wavered. Even if we weren't always in front of each other and close, we did enough over the years to stay locked and to stay connected. So when we did come together, we were picking right back up where we left off. We weren't rebuilding anything. You know, I finally got you back in my life, and before everyone today, you know, I'm going to make some vows to you. You know, first and foremost, my dad will come late. Here and I promised my dad will be late.
I told you I was coming by. Hi, everybody.
So,
Hi, little guys.
all right, I'm doing my vows. Come on.
All the Ciciretti men are stealing your moment.
That was your rally.
So, I promise I will love, honor, and protect you for my entire life. I promise I will never be perfect, but I'll always do my best to be perfectly what you need in that moment. I promise to forget small things, but I will always make up for it with big gestures, all the time. And I will get better at the small things over time. I will always be accountable for my actions as your husband, as your friend, and as your partner. I will never give up on us, and I will always work to the fullest to give you the love and attention, to give us the love and attention that our marriage and relationship deserves. Allie, I will always be here for you in whatever capacity I can, and I will always love you. And you are stuck with me once you say yes. So, big face. I love you.
All right. Michelle, do you take Matt down forever?
I do.
Matt, you take Michelle down forever.
I do.
Well, thank you both for those for those beautiful vows. By speaking these vows, Matt and Michelle have chosen each other, not because it was easy, but because it was right. They have promised to keep showing up, keep growing, and keep believing in the love that somehow survived time, distance, and life's very busy schedule. Marriage isn't the end of the story. It's just the best chapter yet. By the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania and the internet, and with the love you have declared before your family and friends, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your partner. Get a room.
We have one right there.